Out of 100 new agents that started real estate when I did, only 10 of us are still in the business. And if you're thinking about getting your license, you need to hear why so many real estate agents are throwing in the towel these days. In this video, I'm going to break down the mass exodus that's happening in real estate right now. First, we'll look at why so many agents are quitting. Next, I'll explain the flaws in all of the real estate licensing courses out there. And lastly, we'll discuss how to build a sustainable real estate business even in today's market. You'll basically learn the truth of what it really takes to not only survive but to thrive in today's real estate climate. But before we dive in, think about this. When was the last time you saw a positive headline about real estate? Everybody's talking about rising rates, decline in sales, the recession. Does that really sound like a business that you want to go into? Let's start by exploring why so many agents are throwing in the towel. For years, real estate has been on a high. You get your license, you buy some leads, and basically watch the money flow in, or so it seemed. There was actually cracks beneath the surface in all of that. Many new agents got into the business for the wrong reason. They all had that vision of quick cash instead of that vision of building an actual business. They really lacked the skills and the mindsets that everybody needs in order to remain in this business. Remember the story of the tortoise and the hare? Well, real estate has kind of become that. It's something people join just for quick gains. But here's why that's such a dangerous game. High interest rates and market uncertainty has turned this whole industry on its head, which in turn has completely challenged that whole get rich quick mentality. When the market shifted, they were caught unprepared. This massive shakeout revealed who was in it for the short haul and who was in it for actual long-term business success. But here's what I find interesting. When times get tough in other industries like finance or tech, the weakest players don't suddenly just get up and leave. So why does real estate seem to promote this get up and go versus staying in for the challenge? Could it be that this whole industry is attracting the wrong type of people? If so, how do we overcome that? Think about that. Something to think about. In real estate school, they focus heavily on laws and regulations and not so much the day-to-day operations of running a real estate business. So people new to the business get in, finish class quickly, get all excited, and really they don't have the preparation that they need in order to build this business. This is why I believe that there's flaws in the licensing programs out there. Most never learn how to generate leads. Most never know how to build and follow systems or even how to follow a sales process. And then that makes their coaching and mentorship after the fact not so effective. Without those proper foundations, this sets up most agents to fail. Schools must revamp their programs and focus on things like lead generation and systems and follow-up processes, marketing, branding, you name it. Pre-licensing education should prepare agents for the real world complexities of this real estate business. People spend a lot of money getting licensed. This begs the question, if new agents had access to proper training up front, would we see so many agents fail? Let me ask you, what core skills do you think that every rookie should focus on once they get into the business? Let me know down in the comments. Rather than trial by fire, how can we equip new agents to ramp up faster and prevent burnout? While some parts of real estate are contradicting, opportunities do exist for those with the right approach. However, winging it won't cut it anymore. To survive and thrive today, you need predictable lead flows, conversion systems, and you need to know how to pivot and expand. Learn to lean into areas that aren't so much affected by rising interest rates or certain markets, new developments, things like that. Focus on your retention and your brand growth instead of just chasing those quick little wins. You have to create true win-win relationships versus one-off transactions. And we do that by providing extreme value. That value matched with service like none of the other agents out there, that's what's going to set you ahead of the game. Outwork your fear and your doubts. Study the agents that are crushing it right now and model what they're doing. Here's an idea. What if some brokers or even some mentors came together to provide structured mentorship for agents getting into the business? Not just some classes, but true mentorship. They can be around those necessities such as lead generation or your systems and processes, getting referrals. All that's super important, almost like a shortcut to shorten the agent's learning curve and get them to success quicker. I think that this would help stabilize the industry. Until we get there, though, I'll continue doing that for agents because the bottom line is real estate is changing rapidly. While many are struggling, there are still people out there taking huge opportunities that only exist for those who have that hustle. But you must enter with your eyes wide open. If you want to hear more about how you can see yourself thrive in this real estate market, check out my free training below in the description. Let's go ahead and debunk all these myths and let's turn you into that unstoppable agent.